Auditors need to be held accountable.
Run! Or you're going to jail!
Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. So, today's video, we're traveling to the great state of Colorado, Denver more precisely, where they are making it just a little bit more difficult for First Amendment auditors to do what they normally do. Now, if you notice, this is a trend. We went to, in Florida, we covered a law, we showed what Gary Snow found in Charlottesville. It looks like we're having there's different ways for them to stop auditors, and Denver's starting the way. But before we get started on that, let's go ahead and give out some subscriber shoutouts. Okay, so today we're starting out with Lord Insidious. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the support. Joel Edwards, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the support. Reagan Holmes, thank you for subscribing and thank you for the support as well. And lastly, but definitely not least, Alan, thank you for subscribing and thank you for the support. I really like that picture of it's like a star or a moon or whatever it is in the sky. That's a really cool picture. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get right to the video. Okay, so I broke it up a little bit because he stands around waiting for some of the officers to come out and talk to him. So we're going to cut all that part out and just get to pretty much the meat and potatoes of the video, and then we'll talk and discuss it later, after. So let's go ahead and get started.
So on the front door it says no video recording. So we're gonna go talk to a captain or sergeant about it. And then again, I need to see exactly what this building is. Denver Police District. Let's see. So we're gonna try and get the sergeant or somebody to come out. Hi. Is there a sergeant? What? Is there a sergeant or someone higher up I can talk to about the sign on the front door about video recording?
Video recording?
Yeah, it says no video recording in here.
You would like to speak to the supervisor?
Yeah. Unless I'm mistaken, is this a public building?
At the same time, I'll go back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Jack and Jill, it's
A1.
Thanks.
Right on.
Yeah, so there is a sign on the door, no video recording, but that's not how it works. It's really interesting, guys. So it's taking him a minute. When it comes up, I kind of want to be on the outside of it. See if I can get him out here to talk about it. Just waiting to talk to somebody.
Well, let me transfer you over to our dispatch and they can try and get somebody to come out and talk to you and handle it, okay? Well, so if somebody's destroying your property, you gotta have an officer come out and handle it.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he went to grab somebody, but I don't see anyone. All right, here they come. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I just had a few questions for you.
Sure.
Can I get your name and badge number first?
Yep.
First
Sergeant
thing?
Coney, Solo 4107.
Okay, and
Sergeant Franklin 05145.
okay, so just a question about that sign on your door. Under the First Amendment law, we have the right to record in public buildings. So my question is, why is that on your guys' station but not on others? That's
On
my
other
main
stations?
question. Yeah.
I can't answer for
Is
other
this a
stations.
public building?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
So then we should have the right to record inside the public accessed areas, correct?
Well, the government also gives, the law also states that the government has a responsibility and their ability to make rules governing what happens
Policy?
inside those buildings. Yes.
So you're telling me that policy trumps
Well, it's law. It's
our
law.
Constitution?
It's law. It's Colorado state law.
So what law is it?
It's 18.9.117.
And that's under policy.
No, that's state law.
CSCRS. And is that a new one that was just made, or because do you have a paper for that?
It's in the
That I
statute.
could get a copy of that statute? I've never seen
I
that
can make a
before.
copy of it for you.
Yeah, if you would please do that, I would appreciate it, and appreciate your professional being about it. But yeah, I've never seen it. I've never seen that. So
Do you have any other questions before we go make a copy of that statute?
not that I can think of right now. No. Yeah, it just boggles my mind that we have a First Amendment audit to do, and we come into a public area, and you guys are telling us we can't do that. It's contradiction. Do you know what I mean?
I think you got to think about the victims' rights that are reporting crimes, right? They necessarily don't want everybody else to know. While they're standing there telling a police officer what bad stuff happened to them, they may not want you standing there recording that, putting it on Facebook or whatever you're doing,
Right,
Because
but-
they might intimidate them from reporting that.
And I get that
we don't
side
want to
too.
discourage that, right?
But
We
do you-
want them to report those crimes
and
so we can help them.
right, and what would you say about public being public though?
But
You
that's
know,
where they have to
there's
go,
no privacy in
right?
public.
That's
You know,
where they have to go.
so behind closed doors would be
But they
somewhere
still have to come through the
a
law,
secure area.
right?
Yeah,
So that's our big concern. And they make. the
I just see a
rules.
real big contradiction here. Okay.
I get it.
Because I was over at the Sheridan Police Department, and he wanted to kick me out right away. But he called the sergeant and said, no, if it's a public area, public building, they can record, they can film, they can do whatever. But beyond a secured point, that's a no-no. So, and then here we have this.
It's kind of the same thing, though, right?
Yeah, but right here isn't a secured area.
It's not. Well, right, but it's where somebody's coming to do their business, to do a child custody exchange, to report a sexual assault. You know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from. I do. But then again, we have the right to be in a public area and record. It's not against the law.
That's what you're doing right now.
Right?
Like certain police will
Right.
explain to you.
Well, if I was in there.
It's
Yeah.
like he explained to you that the government has the right to establish some rules and regulations for that kind of stuff. And the city and county of Denver did.
So you're telling me that trumps the Constitution?
It's a balancing. Everything's a balancing act in this world, right? Everything is.
When it comes to laws and all that, it should be pretty black and white.
But it's not. It's not. That's why we have district courts and appellate courts and Supreme Courts, right? Because if it was all black and white, you wouldn't need that, right? It's just one answer.
Did a judge order that because
The legislature wrote it into the law.
okay. Yeah, I'm really challenging that because if the judge didn't order it, then that's a public area and we should be able to film in there.
The legislation made it law. I mean,
So are you telling me if I were to go back in there and start recording, not walk through the security, but just right in the lobby, just recording around, I could get arrested? And what crime would that be?
it would be a violation of that exact statute right there.
Okay.
9117.
Okay,
Unlawful conduct
and he's making a copy of that for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. So, are you aware of the auditors going around and doing what they're doing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just there should be no gray areas. It should be black and white, when it comes to this.
But we've had these courts forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it was that easy, you wouldn't need all that, right?
Right, but then again, First Amendment, freedom of the press.
Sure.
That's a public lobby.
Sure.
There's no crime being committed under what I just said right there. There's no crime.
No, because it's been established that there's, by the authority of the government here, that there's no recording allowed in that area. And it's been posted and there's been notice given.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean, I see it, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I see that. But we have places all over the place with no filming, no photography. It shouldn't be there.
Private places or what?
No public buildings.
Like what?
Humane resources, buildings, stuff like that.
And you understand why, right?
I understand why they're putting them up, but it's not the law. That's why we're going around, because those they shouldn't be up. If we're allowed to record in a public lobby, they shouldn't be up.
But you're not if that opportunity is restricted by the government agency that's in charge of it.
Okay. And would I be able to get in contact with your chief of police from this substation or no?
On a Sunday?
No, not right now. Just in the next few days.
It's probably going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be tough for me to get a hold of the chief of police.
Yeah.
He's several steps above me.
Okay.
Are you asking so that you can get his permission to record it?
No. Just ask him more about what that Class 2 misdemeanor is about. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Well, we're going to give you the statute.
I mean, I see it's a Class 2 misdemeanor, but what charge?
It's unlawful conduct in public property.
Okay.
So that statute gives the government the authority to make rules.
Okay.
And then if those rules are broken, it gives them the enforcement authority.
Okay. All right. Now, if I'm wrong, then I'm mistaken, and we can go on about that. But I that's all the questions I got for you. But I will like a copy of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
My partner was printing it off for you. No other questions? You good?
Yep. Good. Can I get your name and badge number one more time?
Sure. Ryan Koenigsfeld, 04107. You want a card?
No, that's okay. Actually, yeah, I'll take a card. And then your name and badge number one more time?
Sergeant Franklin, 05143, and I'll
Okay.
give you a card.
Okay. Yeah, and thank you for being professional about it.
Okay guys, so here's a law that the officers were citing. It's Colorado Revised Statutes, Title 18, Criminal Code 189117, unlawful conduct on public property. So, it states, it is unlawful for any person to enter or remain in any public building or on any public property, or to conduct himself or herself in or on the same in violation of any order, rule, or regulation concerning any matter prescribed in this section. 1. Limiting or prohibiting the use or activities or conduct in such a public building or on such public property issued by any officer or agency having the power of control, management, or supervision of the building or property. In addition to any authority granted by any other law, each such officer or agency may adopt such orders, rules, or regulations as are reasonably necessary for the administration, protection, and maintenance of such public buildings and property. Specifically, orders, rules, and regulations upon the following matters. A. Preservation of property, vegetation, wildlife, signs, markers, statutes, buildings, and grounds, and other structures, and any object of scientific, historical, or scenic interest. B. Restriction or limitation of the use of such public building or property as to time, manner, or permitted activities. C. Prohibition of activities or conduct within the public building or on public property which may be reasonably expected to substantially interfere with the use and enjoyment of such places by others, or which may constitute a general nuisance, or which may interfere with, impair, or disrupt a funeral or funeral procession. D. Necessary sanitation, health, and safety measures, consistent with Section 2513(113). Camping and picnicking, public meetings and assemblages, and other individual or group usages, including the place, time, and manner in which such activities may be permitted. F. Use of all vehicles as to place, time, and manner of use. G. Control and limitation of fires, including but not limited to the prohibition, restriction, or ban on fires or other regulation of fires to avert the start of or lessen the likelihood of wildfire, and the designation of places where fires are permitted, restricted, prohibited, or banned. No conviction may be obtained under the section unless notice of such limitations or prohibitions is prominently posted on all public entrances to such building or property, or unless such notice is actually first given the person by the officer or agency, including any agent thereof, or by any law enforcement officer having jurisdiction or authority to enforce this section. 3A. Except as otherwise provided in paragraphs B and C of this subsection. Any person who violates subsection 1 of this section is guilty of a Class 3 misdemeanor. B. Any person who violates any order, rule, or regulation adopted pursuant to paragraph G of subsection 1 of the section is guilty of a Class 2 misdemeanor and shall be assessed a fine of not less than $250 and not greater than $1,000. The fine imposed by this paragraph, B, shall be mandatory and not subject to suspension. Nothing in this paragraph, B, shall be constructed to limit the court's discretion in exercising other available sentencing alternatives in addition to the mandatory fine. C. Any person who violates any order, rule, or regulation adopted pursuant to paragraph C of subsection 1 of this section concerning funerals or funeral processions is guilty of a Class 2 misdemeanor. Okay, guys. So there is the law. Now, stop me if I'm wrong, but it seems like that's a really, really vague statute. I mean, there's a lot of wording in there, but it's really vague. It doesn't necessarily stop them from recording. It's just, it stops them from, it pretty much allows the police and anything that they think is a nuisance or is interfering with business, which, people coming in doing their First Amendment audits definitely disrupt a building. So it doesn't necessarily stop them from recording, but just being a general nuisance, which it's a very vague law. It'll be interesting to see if it's able to hold up. From what I understand, it already it's been challenged, and so far it's been deemed constitutional. So it'll be interesting to see if it continues to hold up. As regard to the auditor, I thought he handled himself pretty well. He went in there with his preconceived notions of what's supposed to happen on an audit. It's a fairly new auditor, so he had his lingo down. He went in, he said his lingo. What I found funny was in the beginning he did a close up on a sign, right? He didn't bother to read the whole sign. If he would have bothered to read the whole sign, he would have saw what the officer pointed to him towards the end the statute was. He would notice it and he would like, oh, this is interesting. And he could have went in there and known, but he didn't, because he went in there thinking, oh, this is just going to be a normal audit. I don't have anything to worry about. The thing is, like I say a lot of these auditors don't do their homework before they go somewhere, and that's dangerous. Especially doing something that they're doing now, especially dealing with laws. Laws change all the time. You know, there's new laws that come out. You got to stay up to date with that sort of thing. You know, so it's one of those things. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the statute is going to stand the test of time? Think it's going to be struck down because of the vagueness, or you think if they're going to make them be more concise with what they're trying to say, or is it just going to get struck down? What do you guys think? How did the auditor handle himself? You know, of course, he did all the normal auditor speak, so you know there's that. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this gives hope to other cities that, you know, especially when you have the certain fraudsters coming out, not the auditors that are attempting to do something, but you know, people that are going to DMV or, you know, just places that there's no need for them to go to. Yeah, there's no need. It's not gonna affect any change or anything. But before we go, I did notice one thing. He was again trying to argue law to the officers, and the officer told him, "Look, dude, this is it. This is not the place to be trying to argue this. You're not going to argue legality of law with me right here. Your best bet is to do that in the courtroom, where they can't record." So that's why, because you know they can't record. So of course they're not going to do that, and they probably lose that one anyway. But I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you can get more content like this. I will be back tomorrow with a new video. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. 49ers are in the Super Bowl, so if you're a 49er hater, sorry for your luck. But hey, they're there. All right, y'all. Catch you later. Peace.
I can't believe you two took that raving lunatic seriously. What do you think this is?